Oh my god, what the fuck? Uh, what the what the I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's like recording and then it's stopping. I don't know. It's just thing. I just. Well, this is live. It's live. It just not keeps recording and stopping. Yeah, there we go. Well, it's the weirdest thing, man. I don't understand why it does that. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and use the bathroom real quick. Oh, I'm just curious what kind of frame rate I'm gonna get. Oh, let's see here. Well, the fuel elevation here is 510, so it's about right. That's 2992. And is that the current altimeter setting? That's 2909 or 0, but yeah, anyway. I'm curious here. Let's go ahead and customize the weather. And yeah. Let's do broken cumulus. Yeah, that'll work. Let's apply changes. Let's see what happens. Well, yeah, well, I don't know. I can delete that layer. How do you delete a layer? Oh, delete cloud layer. There we go. I don't need that one either. Can delete that one. And, yep. Yeah, let's just go overcast. And we'll apply changes. Oh, much better. Not sure what the idea is. Oh, you know what happened? Oh, I released the parking. No, I didn't. Parking brake is not released. Why is this plane so far back? It looks like it is. That's so weird. Oh well. All right, well, let's come over here to the, oh, I don't want performance calculation. Let's come here to the fuel, or payload. Oh, dang, that's what I didn't do. Uh, whatever. We'll just keep it the way it is. If I go back here, let's go to me. Uh, how do I go to the operational flight plan? It's not giving me that. Yeah, I don't know. Brief OFP. Let's see, you got a zero fuel weight. Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, no. 526,500 pounds, which is the max zero fuel weight on this airplane anyway. Which gives me, oh, I know, 470. 869. 470.8. Okay, well, that's what I needed to know. That is what I needed to know. And we can exit out of that. 70.9. And that's about 471. Yeah, we'll just say 471. And then we're going to instantly board. Refuel. We're going to put, what is our fuel? Here we go. That's what I needed to do. Lights and brief OFP. We said 96,685 pounds. So there we go, 96,689 instant refuel. That works. And yeah, that will work. Hi. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are going to get started here very, very shortly. All right, so let's see here. All right, we got the fuel, the payload loaded, so that's good. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to get my head tracker going here, so let's go ahead and, oh, that's not what I wanted. let's go ahead and start the head tracking. Hopefully my head tracker is still working. Uh, maybe not. There is nothing. I got no head tracking. Oh, you know what? I don't think I can use the camera. Oh, it's not allowing it because I'm using my streaming software. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna have to use Track IR. Well, I have to look like an idiot with this hat on. Okay, well, that's okay. It's gonna have to do. It's going to have to do. Track IR it is. I like Track IR. It's just, you know, you gotta wear this funny hat, and I don't like wearing it. All right, let's see here. Track IR. Hopefully it's still, it should be working. And it's probably not going to work now because I didn't launch it with X-Plane. Ah. Well, you know what? I don't need no head tracker. I could do this without head tracking. Yeah, I don't need no head tracker. It's fine. I don't want to have to relaunch the simulator and have to redo all this, so yep. And there we go. All right. Now that that's taken care of. All right, Felis 747-200. I just love flying this airplane. I just think it's just so fun to fly. It's just so much work to do to fly it, you know. Once you get used to it, you know, it's actually not too bad. It's just fun. And I mostly hand fly this thing, doing a lot of approaches with it, diverting, holding, lots of holding with it. Maybe a lot of non-standard type of flying with this thing. And I just find it really fun to hand fly and you know, to keep the workload up and kind of keep the proficiency up and briefing approaches and you know, flying approaches and especially with the hand flying. So anyway, let's go ahead and, oh, you know what? I need to go ahead and connect to Pilot Edge. So we're going to go ahead and connect, and we're Dynasty 949 because we're in Air China livery. So we're going to use the Dynasty call sign. And we'll go ahead and connect.
Connected to Pilot Edge.
All right, now we're connected here. Cool. All right, we're going to come over here to the battery. We're going to flip that on, and then we're going to go ahead and get the APU on. Why not? We will run the APU. We're going to press hold that for 3 seconds or so, and we're going to release. And we'll look for the RPM. There's the RPMs increasing, and EGT's also increasing. The APU is not very loud, at least maybe because it's X-Plane. I don't know. One of those things. Look at the riveting there on the tail. Oh, feel that heat. Feel it. All right, anyway, enough horsing around there, right? All right, we're going to go ahead and close the APU gen ties here, and now she's back on, or she's online. And I think you're supposed to wait like a minute or something before getting bleed air on, so I guess we'll just wait on that. Whatever, let's get the bleed air on. There's bleed air, got about 40 PSI there. Our engine-driven generator ties are open. That's fine. Let's see here. Oil quantity looks good. And yep, all that looks really good there. Let's actually go ahead and get the panel lighting on before we continue with the flow here. There we go. And oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's get the overhead lighting on here. I don't really need the panel background lighting. Let's get the captain and first officer instrument lighting up. And Well, that looks good to me. Maybe a little bit of background lighting on the engine gauges there. Yeah. All right. So now that we've done that, we will go from top, bottom, left, right here. The galley powers can stay off for now. We'll get them on just after start. We'll get all that stuff on. I mean, there's a bunch of like fire tests and stuff and fault tests. That just takes way too long. And, you know, in the interest of time, we're not going to do that. I'm going to go and get the standby power on, which is going to energize the fuel panel here. And we're tankering 20,000 pounds of fuel, so we got 96,600 pounds. We're currently at 567.6, and the low pressure pump is off on the number 2 main because we're drawing fuel from that tank to feed the APU. All the pumps can stay off. Fuel heats are off. Yeah.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 90786 Tango at 5,500.
All right, let's go ahead and put the VHF volume down for now. All right, that'll work. All right, and yeah, we've got the bleed air on. We can get the packs on, I suppose. Start cooling the cabin, the Gasper fans, but the Gasper fans make this hissing sound. I really don't care for that sound, so we're just gonna keep them off. The engine bleeds can stay off. Oh, the bleed valves rather can stay off. We want auto on the pressurization. We're gonna select we're fly level 250, so we're gonna put 260 in here, 2990. I believe the fuel elevation altimeter is 2990, something like that. And yeah, you've got the squib tests here, you know, you got all these tests that you can do. I mean, at least a flight engineer would do. Let's see if we can get that brake light to extinguish for brake system, hydraulic system 2. We got this light over here, so let's see here. She is, if we go ahead and get the system 4 pump on, it should extinguish. There it is. Yep, we got that. Very good. I'll tell you what I want to understand here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, well, since we're not using any track IR or any type of head tracking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable track IR here. And first off,
camera is saved.
Oh, there we go. Now it's not doing that weird thing. Good. All right, so the hydraulic pumps are off for all 4 engines. All that looks good. We don't have any doors open, so that's good. Excuse me. All right, we're going to come over here and we're going to line the IRSs. 1, 2, and 3. We're not using the INS system because that just takes way too long. We're using the X-Plane FMC, so it, yeah, we're using the X-Plane FMC. It's much better, much easier. I just don't have the patience for that. So it's pretty interesting. A lot of YouTube, a lot of guys on YouTube use it. I mean, I've seen a lot of the streamers use it, but it's a lot of work. So the FMC is much easier. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and go up, top, bottom, left, right. We can get the anti-skid on. The yaw dampers are center there. They're on. Auto brakes disarm. Body gear steering we can arm. Let's see here. Ignition switch is off. Let's see here. Alt the gears. All that's good. High frequency radios are off. We don't really use them anymore, unless we're doing like over water flights overseas, something. Anyway, that's off. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and arm the emergency exit lights. Seatbelt signs. Wipers are parked. Compass is also saved on the first officer side. HF radio's off on the first officer side. Let's get the essential bus off. We can test the stall warning and all this other stuff here. Over rotation test. Probe heats will stay off, but the window heats come on. We could also do the light test. Make sure we have nothing burned out. Looks great. And that's off. Perfect. All right. Good. Yeah, that's pretty much it there. You know what? We have to actually get a clearance because they're probably going to amend our route. 118.6. Let's go ahead and but the ATIS-in, which is 1186, which I've actually already got in, and
Bakersfield, California. ATIS information Charlie. 0054 Zulu.
we got
Wind
Charlie.
320 at Niner. Visibility 10. Ceiling 7,000 broken. 8,500 overcast. Temperature 13. Dew point 5. Altimeter 29991. Arriving and departing runways 0 left, 30 right. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. All right, so we've got that in. While we're at it, what I am going to do is, let's see here. I don't know how much that did, but that might help a little bit. Probably messed up my hair. 2991 altimeters are set. That looks good. And let's see here. Good. We got, there's no clearance delivery here. We've got ground 21.7, ground point 7, and towers 18.1. We're going to go 21.7 here. Go ahead and set that. All right, we're going to go 21.7 here. Perfect. And we're probably going to go ahead and contact the ground. Yeah, we'll contact ground. Let's see, we got 21.7 and Bix for ground, Dynasty 949 Heavy, IFR due San Diego, information Charlie. Let's see what he tells us.
Air China 949 Heavy.
Air China 949 Heavy, go ahead.
I was just making sure that's the intended call sign. I thought I heard you say Dynasty or something. Standby 1.
I believe Dynasty is their call sign. I could be incorrect for Air China 949 Heavy.
Not if you're Air China, it's Air China.
All right, well, I learned something new. Thank you. I thought it was Dynasty. Pretty sure it is Dynasty. But that's okay. We'll just say Air China. Dynasty sounds so much nicer. That's okay. All right, so he's probably going to give us a full route clearance here. And, well, we're just going to wait on that.
Air China 949 Heavy, Bakersfield ground, clear to San Diego Limburg Airport, Oildale 1 departure, Gorman, direct Hulk, Comics 2 arrival. Maintain 6,000, expect level 25010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.8, squawk 6675.
All right, we're clear to the San Diego Limburg Airport via the Oildale 1 departure to Palmdale, direct Hulk, Comics 2 arrival. Maintain 2,000, expect flight level 25010 minutes after, 118.8, 6675, Air China 949 Heavy.
Air China 949 Heavy, Oildale 1 departure, Gorman.
Oildale 1 departure, Gorman for Air China 949 Heavy. I don't know why I said, well, I can't even read my own writing. Pretty sure it's Dynasty, though. I am pretty sure about that, but that's okay. That's no problem. All right, so Oildale 1. I'll go ahead here, and origin is KBFL.
Burbank ground, Skyhawk 5303 Tango, ready to taxi with whiskey.
5303 Tango, Burbank ground, what's your location?
5303 Tango's at Millionaire.
5303 Tango, runway 15 taxi via Bravo.
Runway 15 via Bravo, 5303 Tango.
Let's go ahead and disable. Yeah, we'll go ahead and disable that one. Let me see now if my head tracking works. I don't think it likes the... let's give it a try here and let's see if it works. Oh, there it is. Oh, I gotta go ahead and re-enable the head tracker. Oh, there we go. Yay, it's working again. I like head tracking. It's a little bit better
Camera
here.
saved.
All right, we'll come over here and we're gonna go ahead and put our departure in. Our departure is the Oldale 1, and I don't know if there is even Oldale 1 to Gorman. Oh, that's right, because Gorman doesn't exist. Or the departure doesn't have, let's see here. Go to Sid Oildale 1. We'll pin that. We're going to Gorman Golf Mike November. Let's go ahead and put that in.
Joshua, approach Turkey 2034 Romeo. Like to cancel flight following at the airport site.
Turkey 34 Romeo, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, fixed change
Execute
approved. Yeah.
legs, and then that's
Squawk VFR,
Golf.
frequency, change approved, 34 Romeo.
Golf Mike. No active runway. Okay, Golf Mike November. Let me put that in. And Gorman is, let's see, 116.1. So, how is that an invalid entry? That's interesting. Okay, it won't let me put the VOR in. Funny. It does not want me to put the VOR in. That's fine, we'll just fly it manually. 116.1, I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Put that in on the first officer side too. 116.1. All right.
Fox Tower, Cherokee 2034 Romeo, about
Gorman
6 miles to the north. Request full stop with information Quebec.
Comics
034 Romeo, Fox Tower, runway 24, clear to land.
24, clear to land, 34 Romeo.
All right, we're going to do the Comics 2 arrival from Hulk, H-U-U-L-K. So let's go ahead and put departure arrival Comics 2 from Hulk. And we'll do the localizer 27, and we're going to go from Lindy, and we're going to execute, and yeah, let's see here, Golf Mike November. Let me see if I could put Gorman back in. It's not letting me, though. It's, oh, hey, look, it let me this time. From Gorman to Hulk. Good Joker Comics. Hulk Dieka. Let me see if I could. Hulk Dieka Joker Gambit Legion Comics Flash Lantern X-Men's Cloman Do, which is a flyover point. And then we will do the localizer 27 approach. But you can't remove these things from the edit. That's funny. Okay, well, that's fine. Localizer 27 into San Diego. We might just well just set the minimums for that. I don't mind doing that right away. MDA 680 feet. We're going to go ahead and set 680 over here, which is about right about there. Put that in. Probably get vectors for that. And we're probably going to execute the publish missed, because that's what I like doing here, and probably divert. So we'll see, though.
Burbank Tower, Skyhawk 5303 Tango is at runway 15
All right.
at Bravo, ready for departure.
5303 Tango, Burbank Tower, runway 15, clear for takeoff.
15 cleared for takeoff, 03 Tango.
All right, that's all good. What I need to do is come over here and go to the performance, load from sim 567441. That is correct. Flaps 10 for takeoff. Winds, all that look good. We're going to set our speed bugs. 4 units on the trim, 302 knots, the optimal climb. V1's 126, 134, 150 for V2. Let's go ahead and put 160. We'll climb at V2 plus 10. So that's already set as well. Perfect. All right, we got our brightness back up there. That's pretty much it. You know what? Let's go ahead and get the nav on here. The wing and the logo, I like that stuff. Not that it really illuminates anything, but well, I guess I could see where the wing light is. Probably not dark enough, maybe. All right. All this crazy stuff that I'm doing in the cockpit. 2000 initially, so we'll put that in as well. And what I didn't put in is the Squawk 6675. Let's go ahead and put that in. Transponder on. Get the weather radar to stand by. Aileron rudder trim is neutral. Go around here. EPR, we'll set that. Whoa. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the FMC setup. We've already verified the route. And we're going to go ahead and do the before start checklist.
Before start checklist, please. Gear lever and lights. Down and check. Brakes. Parked. Start levers. Off.
03 Tango, contact departure.
On and
Over to
check.
departure, 5303 Tango.
Flight control, hydraulic power.
03 Tango, before you go,
INS.
you were instructed to make a left turn to join the freeway. You made a right. Do you have the freeway in sight?
Oh, and let's check the
I
nav.
do have the freeway in
Oops.
sight, 5303 Tango.
Check and
03 Tango, roger.
That might be
Stay
why
to
I
the left
didn't
of the
wanna-
freeway. Keep the freeway
Compasses.
to your right. Do not go into the Whiteman airspace there. Contact departure.
Window heat. On.
So keep the freeway to my
Seatbelts
right,
and no
03
smoking.
Tango.
That's correct. You'll keep
On.
the freeway to your right.
Emergency lights.
Roger, 03 Tango.
Armed. Exterior lights.
Fox Tower, Cherokee
Check.
2024 Romeo, clear
Flight
P4 at Delta.
instruments. Check.
Oh, let's get the
Altimeter.
lossless scaling on so we can get some more smooth
One,
frame rates.
Next part of the
One,
Alpha, have a good day.
3. Set and cross check. Radio INS switches.
Departure, Skyhawk 5303 Tango,
Radio.
2500,
Radar and
climbing
transponder.
3000. VFR.
3-4, roll taxi to
Stand
parking
by.
via Alpha. This
Indicator
frequency, have a good day.
Check.
Also,
Engine and wing
down
anti-ice.
frequency 34 Romeo.
Off.
That's
Stall warning.
5303 Tango, still got departure, cancel out restriction.
Check. Mach airspeed
Cancel
warning.
Whoa.
altitude restrictions,
Check.
03 Tango.
Auto brakes. Check and off.
I don't know what happened there.
Body gear steering. Arm. Anti-skid. On. Autopilot and flight director.
Oh, I
Check
think what I
and
need to
off.
do is I need to reset
Takeoff warning.
my
Hold on.
mapping here. Yeah, here's your takeoff warning.
Check. Auto flight enunciators. Check. GPWS. Damn.
Oh, I know what happened. That's what happened. I moved the camera, so now it's... Now... All right, much better. All right, back over here. GPWS is checked. Oh yeah, I gotta do the check here.
Check. Instrument warning. Damn. Check.
Yeah, we already
Flight
checked it.
director computer selectors.
03 Tango, I didn't say resume on navigation.
Instrument
I can't
source
put me out the
selectors.
restriction. You're supposed to be north.
Normal. Reserve
You're
brake
flying
valve.
right up the Burbank finals backwards.
Closed. Spoilers. Down.
Could I have some vectors,
Static
5303 Tango?
selectors.
03 Tango.
Normal.
Do you still have
Oxygen
the
master
Golden
regulator.
State Freeway off your right side there? Do you see it?
Check and emergency off. Brake pressure.
I'm looking 03 Tango.
Check.
Alright,
Stabilizer
03 Tango,
trim.
fly. Go ahead and stop
Check
your turn,
and
fly
off.
present heading.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Fly present heading, it's just 310,
Check.
03 Tango.
Checklist
03
completed.
Tango, that's fine. You can continue that heading until you exit the Charlie.
Roger, 03 Tango.
All right, checklist is complete. Probably gonna go ahead and request push. Oh, we don't need to request it. This is all non-movement area here, so.
Fox Tower, Cherokee 2034 Romeo signing off. I applaud you guys for all the great work. I learned something about acknowledgments with you communicating with another pilot. Thank you again.
34 Romeo, no problem. You have a good day.
All right.
See you, sir. Thank you.
Right before start.
Battery. On.
That's the
APU panel.
flight engineer's stuff.
Check.
That's checked.
Auxiliary power. Check. Engine oil quantity.
Yep.
Check.
Checked.
Fuel quantity. 96349 pounds. Fuel panel. Let's see.
Let's get all the fuel pumps on here.
Check and set. Pressurization controls.
Let's get that off. Let's get the
Check and
bleed
set.
valves
Bleed
open.
controls. Check and set.
Yep.
Hydraulic quantity.
All looks
Check.
good.
EPR computer. Go around. Circuit breakers. Check. Indicator lights. Check. Electrical panel. Check and set. Air conditioning controls. Check and set. Fire control and wing overheat panels. Check and set. Equipment cooling. Check. Passenger oxygen. Check. Hydraulic panel. Check and set. Fuel jettison panel.
All right, that's
Check.
closed.
Crew oxygen. On. Oxygen mask and regulator. Check and emergency off. ADPs.
Off.
Checklist completed.
All right, very good. Now that the checklist is completed, we can go ahead and request
Ground to cockpit.
push and start.
Please show me where you want to go.
Oh, it's overcast. Yeah, I'm not sure why the plane is like not where it kind of moves a little forward, but that's okay. Airplane is
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Let's see here. Pitch roll. The mapping is the hardest thing to get with this head tracker because it's like, it's really annoying. All right, let's go ahead and let's get the beacon on, and probe heats can come on, and everything else here looks good. We'll go ahead and get the start valve open.
Okay. All doors and hatches are
Ready to
closed.
start the engine.
Ready to connect.
Ready for engine start.
All right, once she gives us the okay to start, we will go ahead and start. We're just waiting on that okay. It's raining. Got some precip over here. Oh, it's jacking up the nose wheel.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
All right, here's your parking brake. It's released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
All right, here comes the fun part. Let's go ahead and start the engines. We're going to start 4, 3, 2, 1 as a start sequence. So we're going to go ahead and use
San
system
Luis
2.
Grand, Cessna, November 416, Golf X-ray.
All right, valves open. Let's look for
You don't have to just say
N2
the call sign. You can go ahead and say the whole
rotation. Oil
request. That's what we're
pressure
here for.
is coming up.
San Luis Grand, Cessna, November 416, Golf X-ray at East Hangars. Request traffic pattern work. Taxi with.
All right, we'll go ahead and introduce fuel.
416 Golf X-ray, San Luis Ground, runway 29er, taxi via
Fuel's on.
Alpha, and verify the type of Cessna.
All right.
Taxi via Alpha.
We have
and,
light off.
Cessna 172.
Oil pressure still
416
increasing.
Golf X-ray.
N1 increasing. Fuel flow also increasing. N2 still increasing as well. Once we have a started cutoff, which is, I believe, at 50.
Starter off.
5% of N2. There it is. Go ahead and start system 3. No, that's not what I wanted. No.
Engine stabilized.
Come on, you.
Starting engine 3.
All right.
Starter valve open.
I got N2 rotation. There's N2. There's oil pressure right there. We're looking for 20%.
San Luis Grand,
There's 20%.
November
I'm going to go
416
ahead
Golf
and
X-ray informing you I'm doing
introduce
the Cat
fuel.
03
Light off.
flight test.
Oil pressure still
6 Golf
increasing.
X-ray, every rating you need to file for, you haven't filed for it.
N1 increasing.
Roger.
You can go ahead when you're short of the runway there.
Call back.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Actually, looks like you haven't left the ramp there, so you
Shut
can
it
hold
off.
off right there, and you can go ahead and go to the website and file for it, and then continue your taxi.
All right, let's go ahead and
We'll file and continue taxi.
start engine
Engine
2,
stabilized.
system 2.
Starting
6 Tango, contact SoCal approach 119.6.
All right, start valves open. And 2 rotation.
Contacting SoCal approach at
We have oil pressure.
119.686 Tango.
We're looking for 20%, and then we're going to introduce fuel. All right.
20% and 2.
All right.
Fuel on.
Fuel on.
Light up.
We have EGT. We have light off there. N1's increasing. Oil pressure N2 and fuel flow also increasing. We'll keep our hand near the starter switch in case EGTs go above max. We have a hot start or something. Starter off.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Engine 2 looks stabilized.
Engine stabilized.
So we're going to go ahead and start engine number 1
Starting
now.
engine
We'll use
1.
system 2.
Starting engine 1. Starter valve open.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk
Right.
978 Tango at 5,500.
And 2 rotation.
03 Tango, you were instructed.
Oil pressure is also increasing.
20% and 2.
You could have turned a long time ago. You can turn when you like.
Fuel on.
All right, let's go and get the fuel on. We have light off
Light
here.
up.
9786 Tango, SoCal approach San Diego, altimeter 3000, report Mount Soledad.
Altimeter 300, report Mount Soledad. 86 Tango.
We'll go ahead and set 301 here.
Starter off.
All right, and we have 4 stabilized good engines. All right.
Engine stabilized.
What we're going to do is come over here, and all that looks good. The beacon's already on. We're going to get the runway turn-off lights on. We'll come over here. We're going to go flaps 10, but then we're also
Flaps
going
10.
to close the bus ties for the engine generators. Stop the APU. Close the breaker. We're going to get all the galley power on. Lav fan, galley chillers can come on. That looks good. We already got the fuel pumps on. Could get the packs back on. Isolation valves are open. We'll get the hydraulic pumps on. Close hydraulic pump system 4. And we'll do our flight control check. So we're going to go left. Aileron, right aileron, full back, up elevator, down elevator, right rudder, and left rudder flight controls are free and correct. And we will go ahead and do the after start checklist.
After start checklist. Flight recorder. On. Start switches. Off. Beacon lights. On. Parking brake released.
Yep.
Brake pressure. Check. Start levers. Idle detent. Engine anti-ice. Off. Electrical panel. Check. Pack valves. Open. Dual warning lights. Out. Hydraulic panel. Check. Flight recorder. On. After start checklist completed.
All right, after start, we'll go ahead and do the taxi checklist. That's the next one.
Taxi checklist, please.
This thing takes quite a bit of thrust to get it moving, which, I don't know,
Flaps 10. Takeoff data. EPR
might
and
be
airspeed belt.
realistic, just not
Damn.
quite sure. Yeah, that's already set. I don't know why that never checked that.
Stabilizer trim. Damn.
Oh, yeah, that we didn't set. That we didn't set. We have 4 units.
Set in green band. Probe heat. On. Flight controls.
Checked.
Check. Yaw dampers. Check. Seat belts and shoulder harness. Check. APU.
It's off.
Off. Fuel heat.
It's also off.
Off. Totalizer and gross weight. Set. Flight engineer and pilot panels. Check. Aft cargo heat. Normal. Seat belts and shoulder harness. Check. Taxi checklist completed.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and call ground and request taxi. We're currently at the passage terminal. Fix for ground. Good evening, Air China 949 Heavy. Is at the passage terminal near Alpha 8, ready for taxi. Mission Charlie.
Air China 949 Heavy, fix for ground, runway 30 right, taxi via Alpha Bravo.
30 right via Alpha Bravo, Air China 949 Heavy. All right. Oops. Think I may have just... Yeah. There we go. All right, we're clear on the right. And we're clear on the left. Got taxi checklist. Let's see. The next one is going to be the before takeoff, which we will do here fairly shortly. Our takeoff checklist is going to be coming up.
SoCal approach 03 Tango has information Yankee at Camarillo.
Boy, she's loud. All right, so the Oildale 1 departure is basically climbing on a heading 301.
03 Tango traffic numerous
We're restricted to 2,000 feet, and then we're going to get radar vectors. We're going to Gorman, VOR, and then we'll probably proceed on course. We'll go ahead and put the INS here. Actually, we can keep this in radio. That'll work.
The biggest threat is 11 o'clock, 3 miles now, opposite direction, type unknown.
All right, Alpha Bravo to 30 right.
Should be almost stationary, which is good.
Traffic's in sight, 03 Tango.
Okie dokie.
Tango, roger.
This is gonna be fun. Yeah, it's a pretty
Turning left, 03 Tango.
pretty fun airplane. It's really not too bad considering you got the flight engineer panel.
Turn as well, so you guys are gonna be fine.
It's not as bad as it looks. Let's just put it that way.
He's passing by my side.
Not as bad as it looks. It's a fun airplane to fly. It really is. It's fun to hand fly it. You can feel the almost. It's kind of weird. You can almost kind of feel the mass, you know, the airplane, especially during rotation. Usually about 8 seconds or so is what you need for a rotation. It's a very long rotation because obviously you don't want to tail strike. She's long, so that's not something you want. Yep, that's pretty much it.
Could you repeat?
X6 will clear through Bravo airspace 3,500 or below. New contact Limber Tower 118.3.
Cleared to Bravo, at or below 3,500, and contact Limburg at 118.3.
Yeah, you know what? My external sounds are pretty high, but just weird because they're really not, but that's better. I'm pretty sure Air China's call sign is Dynasty. Almost 100% sure. I've heard them before in real life. So he's saying it's not, so whatever. We'll just use Air China. I only chose this livery because I wanted to say Dynasty. That's really the only reason why I chose it. That's okay. Oh, I did not do the before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist.
The body gear steering, we're not going to disarm until we get on the runway.
Check. Cabin alert. Check. Transponder.
Ground Skyhawk November 416 Golf X-ray, ready for departure runway 29 for closed traffic.
Check. Ignition.
Oh yeah, let me get the ignitions on.
X-ray,
Flight start.
Be advised, you were instructed to taxi via
Body gear steering.
We'll disarm that later.
For Lima, that's an intersection departure there.
Back valves.
Closed.
Wait.
Oh wait, no they're not. Closed, closed.
Sorry for the mistake. Cleared for Lima.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Report midfield.
Fuel boost pumps.
On.
On.
November
Cross feed valves. Check.
Yep.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
All right.
Tower, Skyhawk
Let's go ahead and switch to tower.
At
I can get this.
9786 Tango Limber Tower, right downwind.
And 118.8 is departure. Well, you know what? We're sitting right seat, so 118.8.
clear to land. Tango.
All right, 118.8 is set for departure because we are going to be sitting right seat. All right. Big Swiss Tower, good evening. Air China 949 Heavy, holding short of 30 right, Bravo, ready for departure.
Air China 949 Heavy, Big Swiss Tower, runway 30 right, cliff takeoff.
30 right, cliff takeoff, Air China 949 Heavy, thanks. Oh lord. You know what? This is not going to work because I'm using that key. Wow. I'm going to have to... Yeah, we'll do that. All right. All right, finals clear. I'm going to go ahead and get all the lights on here. We don't need the runway turn-off lights. Lights, camera action, and we will go ahead, once we enter the runway, disarm the body gear steering. Strobe's going to come on. Transponder's already set. We're going to go ahead and start the clock here. All right. I think my lossless scaling is... Come on. We run into problems. All right, I'll disable the body gear steering. There we go.
Golf X-ray midfield.
Stabilized.
And let's go ahead and advance the thrust to takeoff thrust. All right, number 1 is a little bit lower there. Number 2, number 3. All right. 80 knots.
80 knots.
Cross checked. All right. V1.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
All right, gear up.
Gear up.
All right, we're gonna climb at V2 plus 10, which is 160. We're gonna pitch this thing up about 16 degrees or so. We're going up to 2,000 feet though, climbing on a heading of 301.
Gears up.
Once we get to 1,000 feet, we'll set climb power. Departure, Air China 949 Heavy. Sit. All right, we're coming up on 2,000 here. Let's get the gear off.
Gear down.
No, that's not what I wanted.
Gear up.
Approximately 6 miles to the east inbound with it.
5303 Tango, Camarillo Tower, make straight in, runway 26, runway 26, go to land, wind 260 at 10.
All right, there's 2,000 feet.
26, clear to land, runway 26, Skyhawk 03 Tango.
Brakes for departure, good evening. Air China 949 Heavy as level 2,000 heading 301.
Air China 949 Heavy, so, brakes for departure, rate of contact, climate 13,000.
Okay, climate 13,000, Air China 949 Heavy. All right, 13,000 is set. Let's go ahead and continue the climb here. Let's go ahead and set climb power. And we're going to go up to 13,000. So we're going to go ahead and set that to 13,000 and the altitude select. And let's do the next checklist. After takeoff, the police need to come back on.
Gear lever.
Air China 949 Heavy, turn left, heading 130.
Landing and logo lights.
Left 130, Air China 949 Heavy.
86 Tango, where are you parking?
All right. 130 on the heading. Let's go ahead and fly the airplane first.
Signature, 86 Tango.
86 Tango, can you make a 180 right there?
Roger.
Let's go ahead and get the packs back on.
Charlie, cross runway 27 at Bravo 6.
And we are turning a heading of 130 now. Gears up and off.
One more time.
Lights are going to stay on for now, so we're going to check that.
Ignition.
Less complicated than it sounds.
Check.
You make a 180.
Seatbelt
Right.
and no smoking signs.
Let's go
Check.
flaps 5.
Flaps
Charlie
5.
6. When you look
Back
across the
valves.
runway, that's Bravo 6.
Open.
And then
Fuel heat.
you're going to make a right, after you
Let's
cross the
see.
runway, you just make a right turn on the Charlie.
All right, fuel heats. I'll get them on for you. Don't worry. Auto, 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 and auto.
Off the takeoff checklist completed.
There you go. All right, we're turning to a heading of 130 now. And we can go flaps up.
Flaps 1.
And I'll be on Charlie
Or flaps 1. Once above 220, we'll go flaps up here.
6, cross runway 25 at Charlie, and a right on runway, right on Charlie 6, 86 Tango.
All right, everything's looking good.
Tango, you're on Charlie 6. You're going to cross the runway right there at Charlie 6. Cross runway 27 at Charlie 6. Then after you cross the runway, make a right turn on Charlie to taxi to parking.
All right, flaps up.
Got it. I do 180. I'm going to cross runway 27 and a right turn on Charlie, 86 Bravo, 86 Tango.
China, Air China 949 Heavy contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
2527 Air China 949 Heavy, thanks. Trying to keep this thing at a stable speed here. Los Angeles Center, good evening. Air China 949 Heavy is 7,600, climbing 13,000, heading 130.
Air China 949 Heavy, Los Angeles Center, clear direct Gorman, climate tank level 250.
All right, direct Gorman, climate tank level 250, China 949. All right, let's go ahead and go direct to Gorman. Execute. And I think what we're going to do now...
Confused, or you got it figured out? Dad, you got it figured out?
Oh, went too far.
6, Golf, X-ray, runway 29, cook the option.
All right, we have 250 set. We're direct Gorman.
86 Tango, that's correct. Straight ahead, cross it, make a right turn, and pass for Cat 11.
Let's go ahead and add thrust here. The higher we get, the more thrust we seem to need to add, which is probably a density altitude thing. I'm not quite sure, but that's what it is. Or at least what it appears to be, at least.
Signatures down near the end. It's going to be your second left at a hotel.
All right, she's climbing away at this point. Woo!
10,000.
All right, 10,000 feet, we can get the landing lights off. We already got the ignition. Oh, we'll get the ignition switches off. And that's it. And we are away. Direct Gorman. About 25 miles to go there. After Gorman, we go direct Hulk. Let's see, we burned about 10,000 pounds of fuel already. 10,000 pounds. Our fuel's still balanced. Looking good. That'll do it. All right, so after Gorman, we're going to go direct Hulk. If we come over here, we can actually, let's go ahead and get the Avi tab, airports, KSAN, and there you go. And go ahead and start looking at the arrival here into San Diego. That's the, is it the Hubbard one? Let me see, what did I have here? No, it's not the Hubbard one. Comics 2, it's an RNAV arrival. From Hulk, as you can see kind of where we're at here. The only restriction is Legion between 15,000 and flight level 190 and Comet. Well, actually, there's more than one restriction. The restrictions start here. We've kind of already briefed them. We got to be at 230 knots at Lantern. They're above 9,000 there. So we'll take a look at that as we get closer. And then we'll go ahead and go back, approach, localizer 27. We've already got the MDA in on there for the approach, MDA of 680. 110-9er, might as well just put that in, 110-9er, and then we'll brief it when we start getting closer in. It's just we have nothing to do right now, so might as well plan ahead. 110-9er. There we go. We got about 9 miles to go to get to Gorman. All right, 18,000 feet. We're going to go ahead and set our altimeter. Altimeter 2992 is already set because it was already 2992, so we're good there. That's pretty much it. Go to brief the Comics 2 here. So Comics 2 arrival. ATIS is 1348, so let's go ahead and set that. 134.8. Because this is going to come, and it's going to come quick, and we got to be on it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get the COM2 to listen in on that. 1348. Radar required, turbojet, turboprop aircraft only. We pretty much brief these restrictions, and it's going to spit us out at NATO, 6,000 feet. And during the descent, we'll go ahead and brief the approach. There's Gorman. And we're going to go direct Hulk now, or it should go direct Hulk after Gorman.
Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Alpha.
Sounds like Alpha for San Diego. We're already getting the ATIS. That'll work. Alright, we're direct Hulk at this point, so let's go ahead and on the Comics 2 arrival. And there's our airplane, and we are direct Hulk. Go to 250. She's climbing away. Excuse me. All right, coming up on flight level 250.
1,000 to level off.
And what I need to do is get to actually, oh, let's do our performance calculations for a landing. Let's see, we got a VREF of 139. And medium auto brakes at 63.77, and the runway is, that's a great question. What is the length of the runway at? Oh, we got 9,401 feet. No, we're fine. 9401, got plenty of runway. VREF of 139, let's write that down. Come over here and go back to the checklist. We're going to need to do the descent checklist pretty soon here.
Air China 949, contact Los Angeles Center 124.62.
2462, Air China 949, thanks.
I'm sorry, wrong frequency, 128.6.
28.6, Air China 949. Los Angeles Center, good evening. Air China 949's flight level 250. We are doing the Comics 2 rental.
Air China 949, Los Angeles Center, descend via Comics 2 arrival, San Diego altimeter 3000.
Alright, send via the Comics 2, 3000, Air China 949. Let's start pulling this power back here. There's really absolutely no reason to go to 0.85 Mach. We're going to have to start descending soon, so... We're actually 39.5 miles from Dekia. We got to be at 15,000 at Legion. So we got to lose 10,000 feet, but we got plenty of time to do that. We'll go ahead and wait on that. We're burning about 19,000 pounds, 20,000 pounds there an hour, about 20,000 pounds. That's not right at all. Let's see, we have 20 plus 7, that's 27, plus 15, that's 30, that's 27, 37, that's 42. 42 miles to lose 10,000 feet. Yeah, we're probably going to start the descent here in the next couple minutes. We won't even airborne for about 18 minutes, but yep. Go ahead and start that descent here fairly shortly.
Approach checklist, please.
Seatbelts and shoulder harness.
Check.
Seatbelts and no smoking signs.
On.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Check.
Outer brakes.
Damn.
And center, China 949 is going to begin our descent now. Just let them know. That's right, he already told me to descend via, so I just like to let him know. Auto brakes.
Low.
Radio INS switches.
Radio.
Flight director computer selectors.
Check.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Spoilers.
Hold on.
Go ahead and arm him.
Armed.
Altimeters.
1013. Set and cross-check.
Landing data, EPR, and airspeed bugs.
Set and cross-check.
Seatbelts and shoulder harness. Check. Fuel panel. Check. Fuel heat.
About 2,000 feet a minute. And fuel heats can come off.
Off.
There we go.
EPR computer. Wait.
Let's start reducing some power here. Pure computer.
Go around.
Go around.
Cabin altitude. Check. Circuit breakers.
Yep.
Check. Approach checklist completed.
All right, approach checklist complete. Hit and brief the approach. with the localizer 27 approach, effective 25 December 2020. ATIS 134.8. We're going to go ahead and get that tower 118.3. We have 110.9er, which we've already got set both sides. Final approach coast at 275, which we're going to set. Glide slope in it. Well, there's no glide slope. Final approach fix at Rebo, 2,000 feet. MDAs are already set. In the event of missed approach, I'm at 2,500 on a 275 heading. Outbound on the Mission Bay Radial 255 to Kincaid. And then we're going to hold. And it's going to be a parallel entry, 275 inbound, using Oceanside and Mission Bay VORs. Okay. And I said we've already got our MDA, which is 680. Already set. All right, that's pretty much it. Oh, we're going to set 275 here. Let's see, we have 19 plus 7. What is that? Already 25 miles to go. Yep. Yeah, we're getting up to Joker here. Coming up on 18,000, we're going to go ahead and go 3000. Set. We're going to set 3000 here. And first officer is also set 3000. We'll probably start that descent a little bit on the early side. Excuse me. Go ahead and add some thrust here so we don't get slow in the level up. Yep. Add a little bit of thrust. $1,000 to go. We've got about 20 miles to go for the initial restriction here. After Legion, we can go down to 12,000. All right, well, the approach has been briefed. And, yeah, we're ready to go. Gonna hold at Kincaid. If we have to execute the published mist. Hint, hint, we're most likely going to do that. Because what's the fun in landing the airplane, right? And we're just going to keep the speed up for now. There's no reason to get any slower. We'll keep about 290 on the speed. So the plan is to shoot the localizer 27 approach, and then execute the published missed. Shoot the approach manually, missed manually, divert, and probably divert to San Bernardino, shoot the ILS runway 6 Zulu approach there. That is going to be the plan. So I hope the stream quality is okay. It's my first time streaming on YouTube, so hopefully it's not bad. Haven't anybody comment or anything yet. Oh, anyway. All right, we are coming up on Legion. And it's quiet. It's awfully quiet. It got awfully quiet. It's a fun airplane to fly. It's a little sensitive on pitch. I don't know, maybe that's normal for a 747-200. I have no time in that type, so I really wouldn't know. But the airplane is kind of sensitive on pitch. So you gotta kind of trim it. It's definitely a learning curve to hand fly this thing. She definitely takes some finesse, that's for sure. But it's fun, you know, keeps the brain working. You know, you're just doing things. All right, the descent checklist is complete. The next one is going to be landing, so we'll do that. After Legion, we're going to go down to 12,000. So we're going to go altitude hold, 12,000 here. And then we'll hit altitude select once we cross Legion, which is right here. And we're currently right over here. All right, we're going to go ahead and altitude select. We gotta start slowing this girl down to 250 here, so we're not barreling in. Awfully quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, scared them all off. Air China 949, heavy contact, SoCal approach 119.6.
109.6, Air China 949 Heavy, you'll see it. And I didn't get the ATIS.
0 at 10. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2,500, 4,500 scattered. Temperature 17. Dew point 7. Altimeter 3000. Arriving and departing runway 27. Visual, RNAV, and localizer runway 27 approach in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha.
All right, we got Alpha.
San Diego in
SoCal approach. Good evening. Air China 949 Heavy, 14,500 sending via the Comics 2. And we have the blue weather.
Air China 949 Heavy, SoCal approach, expect visual approach runway 27, altimeter 3000.
All right, we'd like the ILS, correction, the localizer 27 if possible for Air China 949 Heavy.
Air China 949 Heavy, roger. Flight heading 110, just to maintain 5,000, expect localizer runway 27 approach from Lindy.
All right, 110, just to maintain 5,000, and we'll expect the localizer 27 from Lindy, Air China 949 Heavy. All right, 110, and we're going to go down to 5,000.
VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha.
And we have information Alpha for Air China 949 Navy. All right, we're coming up on 10,000 here. I'm going to go and get the lights on now, and we're going to get the start switches. Let's go ahead and go to start switches on. Oh, the correction, not the start switches, but the engine ignition switches. 2 on. All right, 110 to 5,000, which is what we're at now. Descending down to 5. Look at her. She's beautiful. Beautiful looking thing. Yeah, we're probably going to go ahead and hand flyer at this point. So
10,000.
I'm going to get the autopilot off. Command B off. All right, my controls, we're on a heading of 110. We're going down to 5, so we're going to continue that. Really doing 250 right now on the speed. Want to make sure we don't exceed that. We're just going to hand flyer. How fun. All right. All right, crossers are already set. Hold on, we want to keep that at 110 because we were using that. We're going to go ahead and put the tower in. The tower is 1183, 118.3. Let's go ahead and put that in. Let's be ahead of the airplane so we're not having to fumble around. This is the last approach frequency. All right, we're descending into the soup. And we are now into the soup. Coming on down to 5,000.
1,000 to level off.
1,000 to go. Yeah, I think we can go flaps 1 at this point. So speed check, flaps 1,
Flaps 1.
This thing is going to do this stupid gear and horn noise. It's so annoying. Jeez. So annoying. All right, we have 300 feet to go here. Let's level off. Radio's set already. You know what I didn't do is ID the Morse. Looks like it. Yep, that's it. IBUR. At least we got that in. Hey, flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Engineers panel's looking good. Oh my god. All right. Stall warning is going off. Keep the speed up. Look at that pitch attitude. Oh my god.
China 949 heavy, clear direct Lindy, cross Lindy 5000, clear RNAV, correction cleared localizer, runway 27 approach.
I direct Lindy, cross Lindy at 5,000 and could localizer 27. Air China 949 heavy, thanks. Let's go ahead and get the... Trying to understand why... yeah, there we go. Come on. Turn. Turn, you, turn. Okay, we're 5 miles from Lindy. Let's get that autopilot back on. Yeah, just so we can get to Lindy, and then we'll get the autopilot off once we cross Lindy. Currently 250. All right, we got DME. So the localizer's alive. Or we got DME, not necessarily localizer. We did ID the Morse, so should be good there. Alright, we're going to be crossing Lindy, then after Lindy we go to Vida. She is turning. And then Vida is like 3 miles. Don't have localizer yet. Alright, we get that AP off again. We go down to 4,000.
Localizer alive?
Localizer is alive. We're going to turn to intercept. We're going to turn to a 275-ish heading. Okay. Okay, at 3,600. Let's go ahead and get the gear down.
Gear down. Flaps 10.
G at 27.
Gears down, green light.
Flaps 15, speed check.
Flaps 20.
Correction, flaps 20. Not in a 737. This is the one, this is a 747. BRF is 139. Go flaps 25, let's go flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
Make sure we're not unstabilized here. We're going to set 2,500.
China 949, heavy contact, limit tower 118.3.
18.3, China 949, heavy set. Oh, jeez. Trying to get this thing stabilized. Liberty Tower, good evening, Air China 949 heavy, localizer 27 approach.
Air Canada 949 heavy, Liberty Tower, runway 27, clear to land.
27 clear to land, Air China 949 heavy. Rebo at 2,000, and we're going to go ahead and start the timer, which that's actually something we did not note. About 2 minutes and 14 seconds. It's really going to depend upon excuse me. Rebo is 6.5. We just busted it. Just busted the altitude. Before landing checklist we did not do either.
Air China 949 heavy, wind
Landing
6010.
Gear.
China 949 everything's
Down and check.
Down and check. Flaps.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30. Ignition.
Flight start.
Anti-skid.
Check.
About 1,000 to go.
Altimeters. 101. 6. Set and cross-checked. Landing checklist completed.
Now we're going to go down to 680.
1,000. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
All right, we do have runway in sight, but we are going to just maintain the altitude. So we're going to go mist. We're going to hold the MDA. Number Tower, Air China 949 Heavies, X, can you post mist?
You say you're going mid?
Affirmative, Air China 949 Heavy.
Flaps 20.
Air China 949 Heavy, correction, flight heading 275, maintain 3000, contact departure 119.6.
275, maintain 3000, 119.6, Air China 949 Heavy.
Flaps 10. Gears up.
Demo is ground citation 4
right,
Papa
let's go ahead
Whiskey on the ground at the east ramp before departure to the
4 Papa Whiskey, San Luis ground runway 29 seconds via Alpha.
Oh, jeez. SoCal departure, China 949 Heavies, 2,400, climbing 3,000, heading 275.
China 949, Air China 949 Heavy, SoCal departure, ready to contact, say intentions.
Yeah, we'd like to execute the publish mist, hold as published, and we're most likely going to divert to alternate Air China 949 Heavy.
Air China 949 Heavy, roger, clear direct Kincaid and hold as published on the localizer runway 27 approach, maintain 3000.
All right, direct Kincaid, hold as published, and maintain 3000, Air China 949 Heavy.
and San Luis ground citation 4 Papa Whiskey. Just want to inform you this is for Cap.
Holy crap.
4 Papa Whiskey, roger.
.255 to intercept the 255 radial. I gotta identify the Morse still. Oh my god, it's a lot of work here. ID the Morse, we said 117.8, and it's at 075 inbound. We're waiting for that radial. Let's see if that's Mission Bay.
Whiskey, San Luis Tower, runway 29, cliff takeoff.
29 cliff takeoff, Papa Whiskey.
Air China 949 Heavy, expect further clearance 0310, time now 0251.
Alright, say again for the accept for the clearance, Air China 949.
310, 0310, time now 0251.
Alright, 0310, Air China 949. Alright, that's definitely Mission Bay. That's a parallel entry here. I don't need that anymore. I can get it. That would be great. Alright, we're intercepting the 255 radial outbound from Mission Bay 0310s. We'll expect further clearance. Let's see here, 12.3 DME from Mission Bay. We're currently 7.2 DME. All right, and we're going to turn to heading at 255 to intercept. All right, so we're going to hold at Kincaid, 12.3 DME from Mission Bay on a 075 inbound, and it is right turns from the looks of it. Once we hit 12.3, we're going to go ahead and start the clock. About 3 miles to go. All right, we're on the radial now. Sup, we can get the engine start, ignition switches off. Okay, somebody's got a stuck mic. All right. Let's go ahead and go flaps 5
Flaps
here.
5.
Let's get this thing going a little bit faster. I'm holding flaps 5. We're not burning as much fuel. Got a mile to go here. All right, let's go ahead and start the clock. We're going to go a minute outbound. Then we're going to make a left turn to, I don't know, let's see here. 255, that's 225. Oh, God. Thing just like, it was like trimmed out, and then it just like pitches up. Oh, that's the only problem. It's just so annoying. It just pitches up all by itself. All right, we're coming up on a minute. We're going to make a left turn to 235. There's 1 minute. Let's make that left turn to 235. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to set the inbound course to 075. Just makes it easier. Holy crap. Holy crap. Ah. I turned a little bit too much there. Oh no. 5, we're going to go to 045. We're going to continue that turn to 045 because we're holding on the 075 inbound. Yeah, there's 045 right about there. We're going to wait for that inbound course. So we're going to wait for that CDI to start moving. We'll intercept a 075 inbound and call it a day. Once we get this thing, you know, stabilized in the hold, then we can go ahead and start briefing and seeing what we need to do. Because we're going to probably divert on San Bernardino. I'm thinking I got 65,000 pounds of fuel, so fuel is good. There's no issue there. It's probably what we're going to do, so.
Santa Maria Towers, citation November 4 Papa Whiskey, approximately 12 miles to the northwest of the field, 3,000 feet, inbound full stop with Tango.
All right, CDI is coming in.
Papa Whiskey, Santa Maria Tower, report midfield right downwind runway 30.
Report midfield right downwind runway 30 for Papa Whiskey.
No, it's not. I thought it was moving. Oh, we actually got a little bit of movement, it looks like. Trying to keep the speed around 180 knots. This is not easy, let's just put it that way. All right, let's go ahead and turn to intercept to 075, and it's going to be right turns. And this hold. Whew. Oh my. All right, gears up. Everything else is fine in terms there's no after takeoff. Gears up and off, so we're good there. All right, we still got a 2 indication. Just very weird. 17.8, I've got that in. I need the Morse. I don't understand why. Yeah, that doesn't really make. Oh yeah, no, I'm holding at Mission Bay. Oh, that makes sense. Like, 255, yeah. Okay.
Santa Maria Towers, citation 4 Papa Whiskey, right downwind 30.
Yeah, that's definitely correct.
For Papa Whiskey, runway 30, clear to land.
30, clear to land for Papa Whiskey.
But once we get the flag flip, we're going to go ahead and turn, time twist, throttle talk. There's the flag flip. Let's go ahead and turn. Turn to a heading of 255, or 275 rather. No, 255. 275, that's the reciprocal. All right, we got about 8 more minutes, and he's going to want to know what we want to do here. So once we are outbound, we'll go ahead and put San Bernardino in the FMS.
Los Angeles Clint, Skyhawk 724 Sierra Charlie would like to pick up IFR to John Wayne with information Tango, and it's for the I-6.
724 Sierra Charlie,
Let's see
LA
if I can
Clearance,
get this
John
thing
Wayne
to
Airport,
get
Seal
trimmed
Beach,
out.
departure Seal Beach, direct, climb to Civic at maintain 4000. Departure frequency 125.2, squawk 6325.
Clear to John Wayne, Seal Beach, 8 departure.
All right.
Beach
Flight
direct.
plan.
Climb via the Civics at maintain 4000, departure frequency 125.2, squawk 6325, 4 Sierra Charlie.
That's
All right, once the minute has elapsed, which we're coming up on a minute, we're going to make another right turn to intercept 075 inbound to Mission Bay.
Santa Maria ground citation 4 Papa Whiskey's clear runway 30 on Alpha 5 will be at into the ramp on Sierra.
4 Papa Whiskey, Santa Maria ground. The tower is trying to call you right now on the other frequency and you're not responding. You can't change frequencies on your own. Taxi to parking via Alpha, pass for Cat 4.
Parking via Alpha, thanks, 4 Papa Whiskey.
I'm just going to hold a little bit of extra thrust here in the turn. Looking for that CDI to start moving. Oh. Keep the turn going, just nice and slow. Gonna go ahead and start the clock. Oh, that was horrible. Horrible. Not even close. Well, it's like a half a deflection there. Well, that's okay. Excuse me. I've got 1 minute now. That's pretty close, actually. There it is. I got that 2 from indication. Start that turn. I want to turn to 255. I think we screwed this hold up. Oh yeah, we did. We're holding over Mission Bay. Oh, we just realized we made a boo-boo in the hold. 12.3 DMEs where we needed to be holding. It's a DME hold. And approach, I realized we just made a boo-boo in our hold here. We weren't holding over Kincaid. We're correcting for Air China 949 Heavy.
Air China 949 Heavy, no problem.
Holding over Mission Bay. Oops! You're supposed to be holding from 12.3, then start the timer. It's not... Oh, Lord, yeah. Ah, we made a mistake. How did I do that? I have no idea how I did that. Alright, well, we're just going to keep holding then. We're just going to keep holding. We're going to do a couple more holes to where we can actually get it right, because that was horrible. So it's 12.3 DME from Mission Bay. And once you're 12.3, then you start that outbound turn. Oh, Lord. Whew. It's much better. Right, once we get 12.3 DME, then we'll start the clock. Let's go ahead and reset the clock here. And then we'll turn outbound after or inbound after a minute. Let's see here. Ocean 1, what is that? 115.3. 3, and what is that? 170 radial. Which is right about now. Now we gotta, no, we're not turning yet. Now we're gonna go start the clock. Start the clock. That was stupid. That feels so stupid. I think we finally got this thing stabilized. Like, finally got her stabilized. That was a nightmare, man. Alright, there's 30 seconds. "45 seconds or 50 seconds. Alright, we're almost there. We're gonna turn inbound to 275. There it is. Let's start that turn inbound. Let's get a little bit of
Los Angeles clearance, Skyhawk 7240 Charlie, I'm back with you. I lost connection. Just wanted to make sure I still have my clearance. My squawk in 6325.
That's correct. Everything's good.
Thank you, 40 Charlie.
All right, so once we cross the 170 radial, we're over Cicade. It's also 12.3 DME. I mean, DME holds are actually easier, in my opinion, to hold. Because, I mean, you could see the mileage, but...
Los Angeles Ground, Skyhawk 7240 Charlie over at Signature Aviation with information uniform ready to taxi.
Alright, we did an undershoot there. Okay, so I guess my outbound, or my bank needs to be shallowed a little bit.
7240 Charlie, LA ground, runway 25 left, taxi, actually, where are you parked?
Signature Aviation over on the west side of, south side of 25 left.
Okay, thank you. 40 Charlie, that's correct. Runway 25 left, taxi via Alpha Foxtrot.
Alright, there's coming up on 12.3. Alright, start that turn now. I'm gonna go outbound. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Falls out of the sky. Trying to hold this damn altitude, man. Definitely not easy. God damn it. Come on. Alright, start the clock. We're outbound now. Alright. I'm gonna do one more inbound and then we're gonna go ahead and call. Alright, there's 30 seconds. Yeah, the issue with holding manually is the amount of power, application of power you need in the bank as you're increasing induced drag, and then you got to reduce the power once you roll out. So it's a lot of work in the sense that, you know, you got to keep, you know, manipulating the throttles. Just got to be a little more gentle with her, that's all. And I could easily altitude hold and heading select, but where's the fun in that, right? Where is the fun in that? All right, well, we're 12.3 DME. Well, we're actually going to start the clock here. Start the timer. That was better. Almost centered the CDI. Almost. That was better.
Los Angeles Tower, Skyhawk 7240 Charlie, holding short, runway 25 left at Foxtrot, ready for IFR release.
7240 Charlie, LA Tower, what's your release time?
I didn't believe I got one, 40 Charlie.
So you weren't told to hold for release?
I don't believe so, 40 Charlie.
40 Charlie, yeah, if you weren't told to hold for release, then you're not waiting for IFR release. Runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
25 left, clear for takeoff, 40 Charlie.
And approach Air China 949 Heavies, ready to divert to Sierra Bravo Delta.
Air China 949 Heavy, you're out to clear to San Bernardino Airport via fly heading 020. Radar vectors Tanner. Victor 186. Paradise. Direct. Maintain 6,000. You can expect 10,000, 10,000 shortly.
All right, clear to San Bernardino Airport via radar vectors, via fly heading 020, radar vectors Tanner, Victor 186 Paradise, direct, maintain 6,000, and then we'll expect 0,000 shortly for Air China 949 Heavy. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and climb her. We're gonna go to 6,000. Set climb thrust here. All right, climb thrust is set. I'm gonna go 6,000 here on the MCP. Got heading 020 in the box. Let's go ahead and go speed check. Flaps 1. We're climbing to 6,000. All right, there's Tanner. So let's go ahead and we're gonna have to. Oh, right. Come on, you. Come on. Coming up on 6. We got Tanner in. Victor 186 to Paradise.
Sierra Charlie, contact departure.
Oh, Lord.
Contact departure, 40 Charlie.
Oh, my gosh.
So got departure, Skyhawk 7240 Charlie, climbing this 2,300, climbing the stated, except maintain 4,000.
7240 Charlie, so departure, ready to contact.
Alright, I gotta put Victor 186 in if it will let me. It will not let me. Papa, Delta, Zulu, put that in. Execute. Hey, I got it. Woo! I got it! Lex, Tanner, we said Nickel Paradise. Alright. Then we're gonna go to Tanner, Weeson, Nickel, and then Paradise. Alright. That'll work. Alright. Whew. Let's go ahead and put the arrival in. That's San Bernardino. ILS 6, Paradise, execute that as well. Oh, that's a lot of work. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's brief this approach. Oh my god, we got a lot of work to do. Gonna brief the approach here. ILS or localized Zulu runway 6, issue 10th May, effective 16 May of 24. And let's keep the speed manageable here. 109.3. Let's set that both sides. Alright, final approach course is 057. I'm gonna go ahead and set in. F7. Alright, Pettis at 3,118 feet. Close up intercept is 3,118. Final approach fixes Pettis. 1353, which is 250 above the ground. Maintain 6,000 here, that would be great. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Let's get the...
Trying 949 heavy, clear direct Tanner, climb maintain 10,000.
Direct Tanner, climb maintain 10,000, and China 949 heavy. Alright, we're already direct Tanner, so let's go ahead and go.
Flaps up.
Alright, 10,000 is set. Select a nav. And we're direct Tanner at this point. Alright.
Four Sierra Charlie unable to continue for I-6. You've deviated from the departure procedure and deviated from the altitude. Stay attention.
I'll go ahead and cancel. Thank you, 4 Sierra Charlie.
No. It's not direct Tanner though. Airplane is not going direct Tanner. I'm not sure why. Now it's going direct Tanner. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, now she's going direct. See, that's why I don't like using the automation, as you can see, you know, because it just doesn't want to do it. She just doesn't want to do it. It's just, I don't get it, you know? When I realize why I don't want to use the automation anymore, it's like I could just do things better on my own. Alright, we were continuing to brief the approach. We have the decision altitudes already set. We 12417. We did not put the ATIS in. Let's go ahead and do that. 124.17. 12417.
1,000 to level off.
And you. Please back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information whiskey.
All right, we got whiskey at San Bernardino.
San Bern is no international
And
airport.
we will set time.
Information whiskey. 0255 Zulu. Wind 230 at 6. Visibility 10. 4,600 scattered. Ceiling 5,000 broken. Temperature 3.4. Altimeter 997. Arriving and departing runway 24. Visual approaches in use. Please back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on...
All right, we got whiskey. We have whiskey. Whiskey it is. All right, we have to do the descent checklist. Let's go ahead and go previous list, reset.
Approach checklist, please.
Seatbelts and shoulder harness.
Check.
Seatbelts and no smoking signs.
On.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Check.
Outer brakes.
Medium.
Medium.
Radio,
yep.
INS switches.
Radio.
Flight director computer selectors.
Check.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Spoilers.
Armed.
Altimeters.
1016. Set
We've
and
burned
cross-check.
50,000 pounds of fuel already.
Landing data, EPR and airspeed bugs.
Set and cross-check.
Seatbelts and shoulder harness. Check. Fuel panel. Check. Fuel
Actually,
heat. Off. EPR computer. Go around.
we'll set the
Cabin
bugs there.
altitude. Check. Circuit breakers. Check. Approach checklist completed.
All right. Next checklist is going to be the landing checklist. Okay, we just need to identify the ILS or the localizer frequencies. We've already got the courses set. Probably not going to get it this far out, so. Yep, we're not getting it. We're too far away, so. Yeah, we're going to keep the speed manageable for now. All right, well, we've already briefed the approach. Currently on Victor 186, direct Paradise. We got Weeson, we got Nickel, and then we got Paradise. Maintaining 10,000. And yeah, it's been definitely been a tough one. A lot of work this flight. I'm ready to get this girl on the ground. I really am. Really feeling it. All right, we got 47,000 pounds of fuel left, so we still got plenty of fuel. Everything here looks good on the flight engineer's side. We still got our landing lights on, which is fine. We didn't brief the miss. In the event of a miss, climb to 2,000, right turn 6,000 to Paradise and hold. It looks like it's direct entry 258 inbound. Wish there was a standby VHF nav frequency that we could put in, but there isn't on this airplane. If we do have to go miss, it's 2000 and right to 6, direct to Paradise. In terms of timing, VREF is 139. Minutes on the winds. About a 2 minute 37 seconds. In case we lose the glide slope, we can still shoot the localizer approach.
And hold short instructions. On initial contact, you have information whiskey.
Oh, hold on, I got the localizer.
San Bernardino International Airport, 8 is information whiskey. 0255 Zulu. Wind 230 at 6. Visibility
Sounds like it.
10. 4,600 scattered. Ceiling 5,000 broken. Temperature 12. Dew point 4. Altimeter 997. Arriving and departing runway 24. Visual approaches in use. Please back all runway at 5.4.
135.4, Air China 949 Heavy, see. Circle approach, good evening, Air China 949 Heavies, level 10,000. Information whiskey for San Bernardino, ILS Zulu, runway 6 approach.
Air China 949 Heavy, SoCal approach, clear direct Paradise, cross Paradise 5,000 or above, cleared ILS, runway 6 approach.
All right, direct Paradise, Paradise 5,000 or above, cleared ILS 6 approach, Air China 949. Direct Paradise. Why it did that? Why is it doing that? I am direct Paradise. I really don't understand why it does that. Ay, ay, ay. Lord have mercy, this thing just... Oh, I hate this FMC. Oh, I better start descending, that's for sure. Definitely need to start descending here. I'm at 10,000 still. Right, we're gonna go speed check. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Well, I mean, we're still 7 miles out from Paradise, so we're good. We'll be fine. Alright. After Paradise, we're gonna descend down to 4,000 to Sudak. Going down to Paradise. Four miles out. The approach is already briefed. I've already ID'd the Morse. Let me go ahead and listen to it again here, though. Alright, yeah, there we go, we're good. Morse is ID'd. Might be really high. Might be too high and too fast here. We'll see. Oh, might be okay. Speed check, flaps 5. We're below 250, so we can go with flaps 5. Right. All right. Okay, we're going to go down to 4. And we're probably going to be a little high here. 10, we have to be below 230 to go 10. Or 238, which we are. Okay, flaps 10, speed check.
Flaps 10.
China 949, contact San Bernardino Tower 11945.
1945 or China 949 Heavy. San Bernardino Tower, good evening, Air China 949 Heavy, ILS Zulu runway 6 approach.
Air China 949 Heavy, San Bernardino Tower, runway 6 clear to land, wind 230 at 6.
Air runway 6 clear to land, Air China 949 Heavy. Let's go to get the gear down. That might help.
Localizer alive. Level off.
Or disregard the gear horn until the gear
Gears
comes
down.
down.
Green light.
All right, final approach course is set. We're gonna go ahead and set 057 here as well. Completely unstabilized here.
Terrain. Pull up.
Not sure why it's telling me that.
Pull up.
Does not make any sense, but okay. Okay, speed check, flaps 20.
Flaps 20.
Terrain. Pull up.
That's weird. We'll go down to 3,300. At Pettis. All right, we're on the glide slow, or we're on the localizer, so that's good. A little concerned about here is my rate of descent, trying to control that. Thing does not want to respond. We already got the speed brakes armed. There's 3,300. Do not go below it. Do not go below it. No.
Los Angeles clearance, Skyhawk 7240 Charlie, like to pick up IFR to John Wayne with
down, green light.
For the I-6.
Down and check. Flaps.
Hold on.
Flaps 25, flaps 30.
Flaps 30. Flaps
All right,
25.
there's glide slope intercept. Let's go ahead and start the timer.
Hold on.
Ignitions are on, aren't they? Ah, no, they're not.
Flight start.
Ugh.
Anti-skid. Check. Altimeters. 1015. Set and cross-checked. Landing checklist complete.
7240 Charlie, LA clearance clear to John Wayne Airport, Seal Beach 8, departure Seal Beach direct. Climb via sit, accept, maintain 4,000. Departure frequency 125.2, squawk 427.
Minimums. That doesn't make any sense.
Clear to John Wayne, Seal Beach 8, departure Seal Beach direct.
Well, my altimeter needs to be set, which is not. It's not set right because I'm using custom weather. So we're going to disregard. We're just going to continue below the minimums. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Oh, my wife is calling me, of course. Not the time to be calling me right now, that's for sure. You're gonna have to wait, honey.
$500.
Oh, there's runway. Ha ha!
Pull up. Glide slope. Glide slope.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Los Angeles ground, Skyhawk 7242 Charlie.
Holy crap.
Aviation with information uniform ready to taxi.
I guess the weather was much lower than I thought.
240 Charlie, LA ground, runway 25 left, taxi Alpha Foxtrot.
Oh, Lord.
Runway 25 left via Alpha via Foxtrot.
60
40 Charlie.
Holy crap. That was hard.
Out, off, reverse.
Alright, we're gonna take Alpha 2. Alpha 2 is the next one here.
Auto brake off.
Holy crap.
Trying 849 heavyweight park.
We're gonna go towards the GA hangars off of Alpha 3 or China 94 Navy. Correction, Alpha 2 or China 94 Navy.
China 949 heavy, that's straight ahead to park and have a good day.
Right, straight ahead. Thanks for all your help. Have a good night, dear China 94 Navy. Holy crap, that was tough. Well, hey, thanks for watching, whoever that is. I was kind of hovering between 1 and 2 viewers here. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm the only other viewer because I've got the thing open. Oh, 1 viewer, not too bad. Well, thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe.